Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is GregFPS, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the story of how I got pulled over. Alright guys, so like last month when I was going to PAX, I went all 3 days because I had a 3-day pass, and like being there all 3 days is super tiring. I think next year if I go, I'm gonna be getting a hotel room because I was literally so tired. Walking around for like 10 hours a day, 2 days in a row, and then like on the 3rd day going back there again, it's just really tiring and really just, you know, like you're completely wiped out. I was so wiped out, I was so tired, and basically what ended up happening was I was driving home the last day, Sunday night, and the cop pulled me over because apparently I was not driving straight. I was going like this, so that's kind of like swerving on and off the road, which, you know, is obviously a bad thing. Like I'm 22, I've been driving for a while now, so you'd think I'd be able to like drive properly, and no, I couldn't. I was just way too tired. I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out, so I get pulled over. And like honestly, part of it had to do with I was really tired. Like my eyes were literally closing. I was like slapping myself in the face, like trying to stay awake, and I could barely keep my eyes open. So I was like already scared. Like I was contemplating like pulling over and like taking a 30-minute nap and then driving the rest. But basically I was not able to do that because the cop pulled me over before. So now that I'm pulled over, I'm like freaking out. I'm thinking that like my dad's gonna, you know, come get me or something, and I didn't want him to get mad at me and like all this stuff. So basically, to make a long story short, the cop comes and pulls me over. He's like, you know that you were like swerving on and off the road, and he's like, are you intoxicated? He thought I was literally drunk. Guys, I don't drink. Like I think beer and like wine and all that stuff is completely gross and disgusting. So like I don't even drink, and it's not like a bad thing at all. Like I just don't like it. It's like a personal preference type thing. And the cop literally thought I was drunk. So probably, as you can probably tell, you're probably thinking like, okay, so he wasn't drunk, so what ended up happening? And what happened was I just completely whiffed that snipe, and now I'm gonna get shot through a freaking wall. But like, so I just told the cop, I was just like completely honest with him. I was just like, to tell you the truth, I am really tired. I've gone to PAX in Boston the past 3 days. Today was the last day. I'm just so tired from walking around and driving everywhere and everything like that. And he was like, okay. So he's like, let me have your license and registration. So I gave it to him. He takes like a literal like quick look at it and just hands it back to me. He's like, alright, just be careful next time. Like that's all that happened. And I was like really worried like something bad was gonna happen. Didn't really happen. So today I was driving to school, to my college class, because I have class 30 minutes away from my house and I have to drive on the highway. So I was driving on the highway, and basically what ended up happening was this cop pulled me over, and it wasn't the same cop, it was a woman this time. And yeah, guys, I was speeding. I was going 75 and a 55 in my Corolla like a badass, and the cop gave me a warning again. I could have sworn I was gonna get like there was no doubt about it, I was gonna get a ticket. Like the light, I think the rule in Massachusetts, it's like a $200 fine if you're going over 10 miles per hour, and then an additional 10 for every mile per hour over the speed limit. So that would have been like, I think, a $400 ticket if I would have actually got charged. So what they do is like when you get like a warning or whatever, some like cops, they like write it out. So the cop wrote it out, and basically what ended up happening was on the thing that she wrote out, it said that I was going 65 and a 55. So she either didn't care, or I'm just like that nice of a guy. I was all dressed up today because I had like this interview thing that was for my class. It wasn't like a real interview for a new job, because I still hate my job. Like nothing's changed. But but basically, guys, to make a long story short, I got really lucky, and I'm going off right now in this game, but I just got really lucky, like overall, guys. And I just want you guys to know, like, be extremely careful when you're driving. Like, never risk anything. I definitely should not have been driving home that day because I was so tired. And like, honestly, guys, you really need to be careful when you drive, because you can not only put yourself in danger but put other people in danger, and it's never good to be like that.